Welcome everyone to the twists and turns of Lime Rock Park. Very, very small little circuit. It's going to be close racing and qualifying is going to be key around this circuit because overtaking opportunities are slim. Make sure you see the checkered flag because this one will be full of carnage. It's a tight circuit. Lots of mistakes are possible. Information on screen right now will show you the details of the circuit and a little tip there as well. This is using the official iRacing scheduler, so it is the most accurate for Season 1 2025. Don't forget to check out the website for other track guides. Otherwise, let's crack on with this one. Right then, Lime Rock Park, this crafty little circuit actually has a pretty decent start-finish line, and this is going to be your best overtaking opportunity to get down the inside in turn one. The 3 marker, brake into the corner, so aim for the apex and brake in a straight line diagonally across the circuit. Obviously, there is someone on your inside, you have to give them space. Little cheeky tick of the curb and let the car hover around, so straddle the brake and throttle all the way around. You want a bit of throttle here, and then you want to lift off again once you get onto the curbing, because otherwise you will understeer off into the green grass over there. Stay on the left-hand side because this corner we really need to compromise it because we want to focus on turn 4. So just as you start going into the corner, gently on the brakes. Don't run too deep here. We want to hold this line nice and easy around. Cut this corner just a little bit here off a late apex, and make sure you stay on the left-hand side. That little kink in the white line, that's our next turning point for turn 4. If you can, you want to try and take it as flat out as you can, but it is difficult in this car because you don't want to understeer wide, because if you touch green grass, that barrier is coming out to meet you there as well, so be cautious. Be careful of people spinning out that corner. It is very, very easy to do. And be careful for the crashes for the uphill section. It will happen. Little kink on the white line just there is our braking point. Brake all the way down this white line and use a little bit of the entry curve to open up the corner. Get all the braking done now. Gently through there and now be full throttle. You need to compromise that first one to make sure you accelerate up the hill. Don't try and push your braking zone into that corner. It will only end in a disaster. Get the braking done before it and accelerate up out the hill as straight line as you can. Avoid those red mountains. They are mountains. Leave them well alone. Coming into this another tricky complex, we're using the curb there on the right hand side. Just as we start passing it, brake sort of middle of the circuit. Let the car brake in a straight line. Doesn't matter about this first apex. All you need to worry about these next two. Now, do not cut these. Don't touch the grass in any slightest. They're horrible, horrible slowdowns because now we need to be on full throttle. So gently on the throttle through there. Do not cut them. Do not run wide. There will be spinners down the hill as well. Full throttle down the hill, and we're coming into the last corner now. Just as it goes down into the dip, that's our turning point. Slight little lift. Do not hit the apex. There's a weird bump just there. You saw the car react to it. If you hit it more on the apex, it will kick out the rear end and you will spin out and get on the grass, and all nasties will happen. So please, please bear that in mind. Miss the apex on the last corner. Miss the mountains of red curbs, and you should be absolutely fine. And that is a lap done and dusted. Right, so looking overhead, we are coming down in a nice straight line on the left-hand side. And then as we pass the 3 board, we're turning it in and then we're pressing the brakes nice and gently all the way into the corner. My little line is a little bit behind the car. That's annoying. Oh, well. Going a little bit deep. Try not to go too far into the between the 1 and 2 there. A little bit of throttle at this point and then ease off the throttle. Gently, nice late apex. You see I've tried to do a nice big arc all around them 2 corners. Treat them in 1 corner as best you can and be careful on exit on the grass as well. Coming into turns 3 and 4 now, again, we want to compromise this turn 3 as much as we can. Stay as far left as you can as well to really open up turn 4. Turn 4 is a full throttle zone now, so little double brakes, little lift, gently through, and then get on power and make sure you do not run wide. You can see how much that black curve, the black barrier there comes out and meets us. It is very, very dangerous. Brake in a straight line down the curbing as well. Get all the braking done, and now you want to be starting accelerating on throttle. Look how straight that line is going through the S's up the hill. That's what you want. You don't want to be turning around those S's. You're just losing lap time. This other tricky complex, now we brake in the middle of the circuit just as we pass the curbing on the right hand side. Brake nice and sort of ish deep into the corner, and now we want to make sure we don't cut them and be very, very gentle. Gently on the throttle, ease it in. If we can get full throttle as early as possible without running wide, that is going to benefit us down the little downhill section and into the last corner. This one, again, when it goes through the dip, you can't see it here, but a little bit of a lift on the way in. Avoid the apex. You see I'm staying away from that curb. I'm not riding it. It's too bumpy, and with this car and that speed, you'll only run wide.